Hello, Shoduk. Welcome to Nostale, our wonderful village. I am Mimi Mentor, one of the people that founded the village. It's lovely to meet you. It is my job to introduce new adventurers to the villagers. But there is no time to waste. Our village is in danger. Nosville is overrun with creatures of unknown origins. Wow, wow. That's a grammatic mistake over there. But oh well. Some of the villagers think that the creatures broke out of the time-space. It would take too long to tell you everything in detail now, but you must be curious to find out what's really going on. I will explain things little by little. I would love to help you, but isn't this a bit much for a rookie like myself? Everyone here has their own power and skills that have been built up over time. You just haven't found out yours yet. From now on, everyone in Nos Camp is going to help you to develop your skills and teach you to wield your power. Let's get going. The enemy doesn't sleep. How about something simple to start with? Let's go. Well, and with that I would love to introduce you to the game of Nostale. It's been a fucking while since I been here. Well, I've been here again a month, but it's the game that I used to play when I was younger. It's pretty old, almost as old as World of Warcraft. It has its own unique charm, and it does have some ways of being unique. So, I'm gonna now enter my own group that I have there prepared, and I'm gonna be back in a minute. Okay. During the gameplay I will be talking about a lot more in detail when I can, of course. And the first mission you start to observing the village, which is to get to this little point here. And as you can see, I have already 3 Shoduks in play. I wonder if I can switch cameras between them, so let's try that. I guess not. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Gonna now turn off the camera and see. Okay, turns out I cannot switch cameras between them, but I can do one thing, and that you can see the movement of the characters anyway, so it shouldn't really be a bother. And the first quests are pretty simple. You're gonna beat up with your stick, which you have from the beginning, with the basic equipment is stick, catapult and clothing. And you start off as an adventurer. Later on you can choose where you go in terms of your class. The class selection isn't really too large, but it's not super small either. Well, it is small, but it's gonna widen up a little bit later. And I do recommend here in the first levels, after you catch the chicken, to just grind here up the job level up to level 20, because one reason: it will be useful for you later, and you will be faster in the newer in the newer professions. Throughout the gameplay you will be shown different types of quests and guides, which can be useful for a newbie. And in order to capture creatures you will have to push them into the yellow or red health bar, similarly to Pokemon. Congratulations, you caught a chicken. Take good care of your new pet. And don't underestimate it. Yes, do. Throw it out as soon as you can. Let me just teach you a bit more about Nosemates, so you can understand how important they can be for you. No, they can. Not all of them. There certainly are certain types, and I also forgot to put on the music, which is neat. Chicken. Chicken is probably the biggest nose-mouth animal you can catch, and it's also the first one you'll catch as a quest tip. So I'm gonna go ahead and capture one with my axe as well. And I forgot to read out the quest part. Oh well. Oh well, there are two parts that I missed. There wasn't really much to the story. Number 2, chicken caught. And after that I'm gonna grind out so that we can soon get to the better parts of the gameplay. I'm gonna use the chicken and my spacebar to beat up some chicken and danders so that I can actually... No! Come on! That was not meant to happen. Oh well. You cannot... in order to see which pet can be captured, you can see on top of the health bar that there is a sign that's actually green and... Come on! Seems like Shoduk is the critical god. Okay, capture. And it failed. There is a slight chance to fail, but it's not too big and it's not much of a problem. It just will put a cooldown on you 30 seconds before you can capture any other pet again or try again. So I do recommend running around if you are low on HP, because if you are not standing still, they are not gonna hit you. Come on. And there we go. 3 chickens captured. And it's time for me to grind, so I will see you in a moment once I'm done with the grind. Now that I think of it, I could use the grind a little bit to say a little bit more about this one. I'm gonna use the free-to-play route so that any player that wants to join this game can actually make good choices. I will give tips, and I hate this card. I always think it's an enemy, but it's not. Something that summoned, being summoned by layer. Not sure about that, yeah. We'll go about different Nosemates, different strategies, how to build your build for later on, which pets to take, which pets stay away from because they are trash, where to find unique pets that you usually get far later in early levels. I also would love to try to get it as an roleplay here, but for that there are not many plans, because even though it's an MMORPG game, there's no roleplay. I would love to know, to try and see if it would be possible. However, the class choices and the race choices, well, there's no race choice because there's no different races in the game, make it a little bit difficult to be a little bit more roleplay. Even though throughout the time and story you will discover that there are just quite a bunch of races that are existent in the world of Nostale, and I think it would be easy to implement them as playable characters, right? It will be also throughout this gameplay list of things that you should be keeping in your inventory because it will get useful in the later on. And good grind spots and how to achieve certain takes better than a completely new player in this game. So it will be a partial guide and even maybe a little bit complaint about the game. There are certainly ways to make this your gameplay and overall the game better. For example, I have three of those standard seeds. I should go around and grab a certain specific thing from a shop because it's gonna help me out in the long run, which I'm gonna do. But for now we are here grinding. I'm gonna show you in a moment, very likely, the item that is good for you. With X or X, the keyboard part, right? You collect items around you. There's a small radius around that. It's not too big, but not too small. And that's it. I'm gonna get those 3 items. Or 1 item. I have to check if they are tradable or not. But they should be tradable. I do enjoy the chibi-like characters. There's more things that I like about it. So, the item in question is the Hellhound Necklace. You cannot sell it or drop it, but it doesn't state trade. That means transaction. So I could buy 3 of them and give it to all my 2 house, Shoduk and Shoduk. What I'm gonna do because, well, the item that I'm purchasing here is quite a useful one. You open your inventory. I can pull out the shirt, and as you can see, it increases our maximum HP by 100. That means we are gonna be at almost 400 HP, which is in the early levels really good. The transaction window is also something interesting to put in. It's a little bit close to World of Warcraft. I rarely trade in World of Warcraft. You can just put it in and then you take register to show your opposite player what you are trading him. There is gold, there is also the QI bank that you just click trade and will be added to the inventory. I'm gonna put them on as well. Ooh, I got an ancient tunic. We will go over that in a moment as well. I'm just gonna do quickly these 2 items. Switcheroo. Register. So, to continue our little adventure here, certain items have certain rarity. From -2 to 7, and after you reach 85, you can even see items of the rarity level 8, which is called Phenomenal, and is currently the best level of rarity. And what it does is actually pretty simple. It increases the stats that the item has. Similarly to legendary items, blah blah blah, from World of Warcraft. So you get actually increased stats. So if I could have this tunic, and I could have another version of this tunic that would be, for example, rarity 7, and it would be the best possibility of outcome here. Very likely at 20 or something. There's always an app or website that can show you the maximum potential defense or attack that the current thing can have with rarity increase. There's one more thing about the legendary and phenomenal. It gives special visual effects, and that being, for example, on this mage here, on this frost mage, as you can see, his staff is red because of its upgrade, but also it does have its blink. That's because he has legendary on his weapon as his rarity level. That's what you see here. The Frost Mage is a specialist card, and we're gonna talk about it, how to get it, and what is required to wear it later on. For now, we're gonna focus on the basics and what you should focus on as a new player, or yeah, as a new player. So I'm gonna for now skip the grind and recording the grind, and gonna keep on going. One thing to mention though is the fact that the grind is not required. You will get there eventually. One way or another to get the max level of shop level for the adventurer, but in terms of what's better, it is better to grind out the max level and then just level 15, change your profession. You can also go to adventurer. The highest adventurer as far as right now is level 94 with plus 46. The plus being champion level, which is completely new level. It's, I don't know, 3 years old since they added that. So it's still completely rather new. And only a few players have it maxed out. And it allows you to enter completely new gameplays. Gonna be soon level 7, which is nice. You also gain skills. You have also your basic skill, that is a swing and slingshot. Then you get the skill slingshot again. Wow, but this one is more accurate and it costs actual mana. And you get the spinning hit, which is an AoE. Energy bolt, which is a magic attack, which can be interrupted. But that's for now. Information on it. Yes. I will show supplemental skills that are good for this grind once I have them. It means there are 2 skills that I would recommend using on the cooldown basically. And not speaking about the skills cooldown, but I'm speaking about the effect cooldown. Once it's almost over, I would recommend using it because it's gonna be a little pricey on the mana. But for now, I'm gonna continue trying. I'm pretty sure I want to mention one more thing. Thinking currently, what the frick was it? Probably forgot it because it was not important. Oh yeah, I'm a little bit slower because I have the 3 others. It means experiences are equally given out to all 3 characters. If you are in running solo, and it's gonna be a little bit faster. You should be around level 7 or 8 already maxed out with the job, because you will get 100% of your beaten up experience beaten out. I believe the first skill for me that's gonna be useless. I'm gonna wait and see. You can access the skill window with the letter K. I have no idea if it's why it's that way, but alright. And here we are. Yes, that is the skill Battle Cry. You wanna use that because it's gonna increase your attack and defense power, so you're gonna feel faster, means also faster killing, getting more experience per minute. It does have a cooldown, or it has a rather small cooldown, even though it shows here some 15 seconds, but I doubt that. Or it might be because I just recently hit the new level of job. So I'm gonna continue the grind, and once I have this other skill, I'm gonna show it and explain it a little bit more. Now we have both skills, and the other one is Shout of Morale. The Shout of Morale is stat that hard to explain. Well, I made it there, finally. It took a while. I believe it took 1 hour. Oof. Actually 50 minutes. It's a 50-minute buff. Okay. It might be less because we had some talk and, you know, we weren't right away starting. So, let's take a look at the adventure skills that you will have at your disposal until you reach level 15. Eventually, if you are going with the completely only adventure, then you will see these skills only. So, as we said, we have swing and slingshot, which are the basic skills of using your kings, right? And we have those 2 buffs, and there's another 3rd buff, but we're gonna get to that in a moment. So let's start with the slingshot. Slingshot is basically nothing more than an attack from afar. It has the distance of 7 cells, which was demonstrated with the first shot. Then you have the second slingshot skill, which is more accurate and costs mana, but is also more powerful. It's something that most people don't use. Then you get the skill for multiple hits at once. Beat up. Just technically gives 3 quick attacks from your standard attack. You have the spinning hit. It smooths the targets. It get dangerous for you if you are not careful. But in the end, it's your AoE. There's one more missing that we will get actually, and that is the energy ball. Energy ball is, like I said, a magic attack. It can be interrupted, so you need to use it a little bit wiser. In my opinion, the best way to use it is actually to charge the attack, which increases your attack by 40, and then just shooting it, it's gonna get extra 40 damage, and it's gonna be faster to kill. Energy bolt is actually a good opener skill. So let's get to the next quest part. Let's see what attacks we get now. Nostale will support you during your adventures, no matter what. Try completing your next task with the help of your Nostale. The creatures around the village borders are not very strong. This makes them great for target practice. Let's train your pet by fighting these creatures. Oh, I almost forgot. Put this training uniform on before you head off. It's for your own sake. You don't, I believe you don't actually get the armor get them after completing the task. For some reason, Shoduk 3 is a little bit behind. The XP bar doesn't really matter. He is only 2% behind, so it's not gonna change much. So the next quest is obviously to beat up these new ones, the weak seals. You will see them also in the next map, and you will see much more of these guys. Did you get to see your Nostale in action? It's much safer to travel with your pet than travel alone. I did exactly quite a few times. Oh, you just have a stick of wood as a weapon? Never fear, I have a new weapon for you. Don't forget to collect your reward. Click on the rewards in your quest window. And you will get a new weapon. Yay! Still level 4. You will be able to fight a bit better before you can continue your quest. Did you know that we have a skill master here in Nostale who will train any adventurers who are eager to learn? He will teach you new skills and will help you improve the skills you already know. His name is Calvin Coach. You absolutely have to meet him. Go over to him and he will teach you and help you train your skills. Certainly, and we got a rarity 1 wooden stick, which is the same turn. What the? Oh well. If I were to upgrade it to +1, I would have a slight red glow. So I'm gonna take a look what my other characters get. So, my other 2 characters got a little bit better equipment. Shoduk 2 got an rarity 3, and Shoduk 3 got a rarity 2. What a wonderful mix-up, eh? But at least I got the rarity 1. Rarity 1 is not the best. If you wanna really aim for rarities, go for rarity level 5 up to 7 or 8 if you are in champion level range. Great to see you. Your mentor has taught me a lot about you already. My name is Calvin Coach. I will be teaching you all of the skills you will need on your adventures. If you want to improve, come and visit often. Don't forget that an adventurer needs lots of different skills to defeat monsters and complete missions. How much is this training going to cost me? The price depends on the skill and the type of training. As this is your first training session, I'll let you have it for free. Allow me to explain how we go about training you. So, then it's gonna pop up a little bit of a small window here about education. Skills can be learned from Calvin Coach. That is false. Partially. Technically true. There are multiple teachers that can teach you. Certain you can access far later, but Calvin Coach is right now the best option for you, no matter how high you are. Education requires a certain job level and a certain amount of gold and combat points. That is true. One skill has 2 classes, beginner and advanced. That is true. Beginner's class is not a requirement for the advanced class. Is it though? Oh, they are speaking about these things. These are passive skills and they do certain things. For example, beginner physical strength course is the increase of physical strength by 3, increases the melee attack and defense as well. Speed course is agility, that means more archer-like. Intelligence is obviously mage. And then you have also HP recovery. HP recovery is overall good, and you will see that even though you are not one of the other 2 professions from the 3, you still find these quite useful. So, next up is another conversation with him. That training was brilliant. I already feel much stronger than before. The good thing about this kind of training is that it's something you won't ever forget. I guarantee it. True. Thanks, Colin. I would like to try learning a few attack skills now. Let's get you warmed up before we train any further. How about you go and hunt? Once you practice a little, I will teach you some attack skills. Brilliant. So let's get buffed. Now then again this quest with my health, so I can catch up them far easier. And then we're gonna beat up some of these dandruffs. Oh yeah! Alright, time to beat up 5 of those. After that we are getting another offensive skill. It was for now hidden. It's the only skill that you won't get by leveling up your job skill. So if you skip it, it's not gonna change shit, to be honest. It's not gonna change shit. 105 over. Okay. Let's have another conversation with Colin. Coach. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not bad. I didn't expect you to be so talented. As promised, allow me to teach you you have used attack skills. Young adventurers such as yourself are taught the basic training for free. You have to purchase new skills later on. Take your training seriously and try to learn as much as you can. It's very important, especially for an inexperienced adventurer such as yourself. That is a lie. That is a fucking lie. Basic skills. Basic skill require a certain class level, CP, and gold too. 2 combat points will be given per level up of a player's class. Also correct. The leading skill increases CP and requires a certain amount of gold. I never delete skills, that's the thing. I'm being smart. And as you can see, there's currently showing a window of a warrior. Warrior has quite a few unique and good skills, and they are actually showing every single good skill for warrior right there. There are some skills, as you can see, that are not really great, but actually they missed one. They missed one good skill. But we will go over that later on. I'm sorry for the coughing, I'm a little bit thirsty. So, now we got taught the strong hit. Strong hit is a basic attack, just increasing power by 60, which is enough to kill most of the things that you will encounter on this map. And then you go on to meet up with Mimi Mentor for the first time in your life. And wow, you're looking good. Yeah. Your training is already paying off. Then you are finally ready to head on an adventure. But before you go, you should pick up some better equipment. The village shop should have everything you need. Begin by heading over to Malcolm X, the village alchemist. He will be in the alchemy lab. Malcolm X is another useful character for you, especially later on. And we can see that much later. But now we're gonna head over there and see what he has to say. So I already know it, and I already know what we get. So, Malcolm X is the alchemist where we bought the necklaces for ourselves. So let's talk to him. Hey Malcolm, how are you? You sent me. Malcolm? Hello? Malcolm? Ah! You scared me. What do you want? Mimi told me a lot about you already. I'm here to equip myself for my adventure. Oh, really? What's wrong? Oh, I think I understand now. Alchemy, it's all... Hey, Alchemy? Oh yes. It's my task to supply the adventures of Nostale with any magical supplies they might need. Could you tell me what this alchemy thing is? Maybe. I tell you what alchemy is, so pay attention. Everything alive has magical power inside of it. Alchemy is used to discover this power and make it useful for people. Damn it, my throat. We can produce lots of useful items using alchemy. We can reinforce items with it by giving them magical attributes. Apart from that, there's lots of basic magic materials that can be created. Do you understand? Yes, I think so. Thank you for the help. I really do understand. Don't worry. Shit. I'm gonna get something. Major items. The Ring of Return and the refined Gillian stones is something that you are gonna use rarely, except the Ring of Return and Amount of Return. These are the two useful items. As a new adventurer, you are very likely not gonna use the Soul Gem Finder or any other Soul Gem. Alchemy thing like that. Malcolm, could you tell me where I can buy armor and weapons? You can buy armor and weapons over there in Theo's tool shop. Follow the street and you can miss it. Thanks. Alright, wait there, I almost forgot. What is it? Hey, Timon and his brother are friends. If you want armor, you will want to speak to Tillman. That's the one with the hammer. He is responsible for the armor and weapons. And what does his brother do? What's he up to? You will find out soon enough. There are 3 of them and each of them does different things. The first one is the Soul Gem Refiner, which can be used on Gillians. Then there is Celon, which produces Celons, which you will also use later on, I like it. And Crystal Refiner. I don't really remember what this one does. Crystals. Oh yeah, production items. This one gives you Cella Powder and Soul Gems, which is used for upgrading your weapons and armor. And Celons are used to upgrade your accessories. Then the other thing that Malcolm does for you is unlock combination of your gloves and shoes. That means you are gonna get more resistance with him. We're gonna go about that later on as well. Then there is the Alchemist shop for him, where you can craft for certain things, certain potions, or even other stuff. Which you can later on use to sell or use on your adventures. There's the card upgrade and perfection of the card, but that is for now not important. Let's go visit Theodore. Theoman and Theodore. Theoman top is the weapon and armor seller, and Theodore is something that you're gonna find out as well soon. What do you want? Did Malcolm send you to me? Yes. Then you must be the new adventurer that Mimi mentor is training. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? Yeah, that's me. Mimi already let me know you would be dropping by. I'm supposed to give you this. A present? And you are sure you don't want anything for it? Just take it before I change my mind. Okay, thanks. You're gonna get some gloves and shoes. And they're gonna explain the equipment, which is not really needed, because you always will be able to see it whenever you want. But for now, let's go further into the story. Excuse me there, but I have another question. What is it now? Could you tell me where I can buy something to eat? Try Eva Energy in the Nostale market. You will find plenty of good food there. Okay, thanks. So let's try to explain Tillman. Weapons, armors, buy some equipment like production. Damn it! Production tools, either for material, gloves, kits, gloves and shoes, upgrades, and partner equipment, which means you can transform items from your class or other classes into partner items that can be used later on by them, but that's more on later. I'm gonna fucking go get some coffee and drink because that throat is getting annoying. I will see you in a moment. Let's see what Eva Energy has for us. Warm welcome to the Nostale market, Shoduk. Here you will find the freshest and tastiest goods, all top quality guaranteed. You are new here, so I'll give you one-time deal. Your first purchase in Nostale market is on the house. Not bad, right? Feel free to have a look at my wares and choose something yummy for yourself. Thank you. That's really kind of you. What's your name? I am Eva Energy, the leader of the market. She is the mafia. Don't trust her. Don't trust her. Make sure that the hungry adventurers around here always have something fresh and tasty to eat. That's true. And you get fried chicken, roasted herring, taco, and mashed potatoes. Two of those items are actually useful, the other two not really. But let's go to Mimi and see what she has to say to us now. And as you can see, the town is a little bit filled with people, which is always good. You can see always some interesting characters and options to go for. But for now, let's see. There you are. Did you manage to find some suitable equipment for your adventure? I'm ready. Yes, and I didn't have to pay anything for this equipment. That doesn't surprise me. The people of Nostale would help make the start of your life as an adventurer as easy as possible. So you're finally ready for your first proper adventure. Let's head off then. Now then. Let's go! Very good, then listen closely. Mysterious portals have been appearing in Nostale recently. These dark portals appear to be conducted to time-space. Demonic creatures have come out of them and are causing a lot of trouble in surrounding meadows. They are threatening our peaceful lives. Your first mission is to protect our village from these time-space creatures. We're counting on you, and you better hurry. There's no time to lose. I know this is a pretty dangerous task, but you look like someone who faces dangers head on. The portal I spoke of are called time-space stones. Those stones connect our world to the underworld via some mystical force. Nobody knows where they come from and why they have suddenly appeared in our world. All we know is that time-space can be entered through these stones. If you want to explore time-space, you will have to find the right stone and then enter the glowing circle that surrounds it. You'll find these you will find the first time-space stone in the northern part of the village. I'll explain more to you once you are there. And shall we go there in a moment? I will leave time-space for the next episode, so I hope you enjoyed it, and stay awesome, because that is what you truly are. See ya.